marketers absolutely 100% overcomplicate funnels. I have a special tool I use to read potential buyers' minds. Do you want to know what it is? It's the worst thing you can do is not ask for the sale after you've warmed people up. So how do we do that in our funnel? We create ads that clearly focus on the sale. Never use the A/B split test function in Facebook ads. Here's why. Hi, I'm Kerry Fitzgibbon, an ADHD fempreneur, multiple seven-figure business owner, and Facebook marketing ninja. Together, let's unleash AI-powered Facebook marketing to take your business from best-kept secret to the top of your niche and beyond. Welcome to this week's episode where we are going to be tackling Facebook ads and your funnel. Most marketers absolutely 100% overcomplicate funnels, okay? And the thing is that there can be multiple different funnels depending on where people are in the sales cycle. So first of all, I just want to explain what a funnel is, right? So a funnel is not the thing that you pour things into, but essentially you do. It's where you pour customers at the top and they come in down the bottom to buy. So essentially it's what you've heard of top of funnel is where people might be not aware or aware they have a problem. They don't understand that you're the solution. You need to actually jump out in front of them and show them that you're the solution to their problem and then drive them through to get them to know, love, trust you to buy and then become a community of raving fans, okay? So cold, warm, hot, all right? So that's just a simple part of the funnel, but let's break it down. And one of the things, people, that I absolutely love, and if you ever get a chance to, you must read his book. It's Eugene Schwartz, and his book is Breakthrough Advertising. And he talks about in the book, it's a very, very famous book, and he talks about I guess the customer's journey. And I think it's important when we're talking about funnels and Facebook ads and how they relate to funnels is to understand a customer's journey. So in Eugene Schwartz's book, he talks about the different stages a customer is in before they will buy from you. So let's tackle this first, and then we'll jump into how the funnel works in relation to this and why we need to have a funnel, why we don't just go, hey, buy my stuff, okay? So first of all, you have a person that is unaware. They're unaware they have a problem, okay? They are the hardest people to get in front of because they actually don't know they have a problem. So these people, you probably really don't necessarily want to go after, okay? The next step in the funnel, next step is the people that are problem aware. They know they have a problem. They actually just don't know what the solution is right now, okay? Then the next step down is your solution aware people. So they're aware they've got a problem. They know what the solution is, but they're actually not, they haven't decided who can help them with that problem yet. So they're not actually aware of any particular brand, especially not your brand, okay? Then they become product aware. So they've gone from, I know I've got a problem, I now know what the solution is, I now know what product or service can provide the solution to this. They just haven't decided on the brand that's going to help them or the business that's going to help them then. And then there's most aware. They've got the problem, they know the solution, they know the product, and then they know the brand that's going to help them. And hopefully that's you, okay? So in order to be able to get the most aware person to buy your stuff, you need to actually take them through those stages. Be with them, holding their hands all the way through those stages. And to be honest, it's really easy to do if you can understand it and you can understand marketing and how to run Facebook ads, which is what I help people with. So if you've been listening to my podcasts, you understand that, if you take action on some of the things that I talk about, not just in this one, but in some previous podcasts, go back and have a look at some of the ones that I talk about ads and what you should be running to get in front of these people. So you want to be in front of those people when they are aware and get them to buy from you. okay? So let's talk about the most simple funnel. Like I said, most people overcomplicate this, and especially most marketers. I've been speaking to clients in the past that have like, oh, right, I need a funnel. I'm going, okay, well, what do you think you need in that funnel? Well, I need an ad to a landing page, and then I need an upsell, and then I need another upsell, and then I need to get people to jump through a few hoops and blah, blah, blah. You do not need any of that complicated stuff, okay? And it makes it easier because then you don't have to do as much work, okay? So one of the really, really basic funnels, and I'll go through the details on exactly how it works and what you should be doing at each stage, is it's an old-fashioned one, and some people say that this is out of date. It's like it was actually used in the late 18th century, this particular funnel, okay? And it was used with the old door-to-door salespeople. So what they had to do when they knocked on the doors to sell, the Bibles or encyclopedias or whatever they sold back in those days, is they had to grab attention first of all. Attention in the first few seconds, otherwise someone's slamming the door on them. No different when someone's scrolling through the news feed and they come past your ad. You want them to stop and look at your ad. Grab attention first of all. So the second thing is, after you've got the attention, you haven't got the door slammed in your face, it's to create the desire, right? You want this thing that you never knew that you wanted before, and you really have to have it, kind of stuff, right? So they've got to desire it as well. So you've got to encourage people to take them through to that. Then you've got to grab the interest, okay? They've now attention, you've got the desire, you've now interested them in it. So that could be, listen, this is why you need it. This is how it's going to be the solution to your problem, and so on. And then you want people to take action. It's called an attention, desire, ADIA funnel, right? Very, very basic. Like I said, used way back in the day in the late 18th century, and it was used by door-to-door salespeople. And in fact, this is what you should do next time you get a cold call from a salesperson that you can understand. So preferably not from the Indian call centers, because they're a little hard to understand. But perhaps, a good salesperson is actually take a call. Listen to what they say. It's absolutely fantastic listening to good salespeople. In fact, I take all cold calls now if they're trying to sell me stuff, and I play with it. And that's a really, really good way to learn some sales skills. So let's jump into, I guess, a little bit of that type of funnel and where it fits into Facebook ads. So initially, we want to get in front of people that know they have a problem, right? So they're aware that they have a problem, okay? In the awareness stage, we want to, we've got to figure out who our ideal audience is, and we've got to create engaging videos, preferably videos, so content. Now, the content we need to create to get in front of these people that are aware, generally, it's educational, entertaining, type of educational or educational. So something that actually answers their questions. So what are they thinking of? What questions do they have? What are their fears, their frustrations? What do they want to know? And so on, okay? And then create content around that. Now, we're not all mind readers. I don't know about you. You might not be a mind reader, but I happen to be a mind reader. Guess why? Because I have a special tool I use that I can put in any subject or any industry or any keywords and read my potential buyers' minds. Do you want to know what it is? It's Answer the Public, right? So in the awareness stage, you can go to get in front of these people to create content that they're actually searching on the internet. So create content that answers questions that they are searching on the internet or through Google. You can use this tool called Answer the Public. Now, Answer the Public, you put your keywords in, and it produces all the questions that people are asking around that particular topic. So what it does is it scrapes the entire Googleverse, and it creates all the frequently asked questions that people are asking around those keywords, and it puts them in a nice little chart for you from most asked questions through to least asked questions. And they're you've got all your content covered, your awareness stage covered in literally 5 to 10 seconds or less, all right? So in the awareness stage, create engaging content, turn them into videos. You can use AI to do that. I've got some podcast episodes where I talk about what AI, how to make videos through AI, but you want to be creating content that answers their questions, provides education, entertainment, and so on, and maybe motivates them as well, so that you can take them through that. Now that they are aware, you now want to build that, okay? So you want to take that through to the second part of this particular funnel, all right, which is the desire, all right? So we've got their attention. We now want to build the desire. It's the interest in the consideration stage. So this is where we actually want to encourage them to take some more action. And this is where we ramp it up a little bit more, okay? So we have already in the awareness stage, we know what questions they're asking. We provide videos that answer those questions. Then we want to educate people on the next step, okay? Because people don't know what they don't know, right? So you might have the most fantastic product or service in the world that actually solves people's problems, but they just don't know. The thing is, right, is let's just use the weight loss industry as an example. It's a great, industry to talk about because it's probably the most controversial one, the most saturated industry, and every woman in the world's on a diet pretty much, or has been at some stage and is looking at weight loss products. Anyway, so in the weight loss industry, okay, people think they want to lose weight and they think they need a fandangly diet to do so. Your job is to sell them what they want and give them what they want and need. And at this stage in the funnel, you are essentially doing a subtle education. Yes, you can lose weight. We've got this great thing and it's scientifically backed and it's going to help you lose weight in X amount of time and it's better than anything else and it's proven, and whatever the special thing that your product does or service does that no one else's does, that little special thing, okay, the unique selling point. You want to give them that, and then you want to slowly but surely educate your buyer or your potential client to understand what they actually really do need to be able to get the action. So we do videos on Facebook or on Instagram or on any social channel that's educating that little bit more. We are going to send people to blog posts so they can read our blog posts and so on. This is the stage where you actually want to just really nurture that a little bit more. So we also want to be sending people to our blog post. We also want to be doing blog posts on our website, which is really easy to do with AI nowadays. So you can take your video, it can be transcribed, put onto your website as a blog post. You can send people to your website and then put a Facebook pixel on your website. That's a little bit of code that Facebook gives all of us. If you've got an ad account or got a Facebook account, you can get a pixel. Every person that has a website, you need to put a pixel on that website today if you don't have one. The reason why is it captures people that come to your website and you build a beautiful, warm audience inside Facebook. It captures people on the actions or the inactions that they take. And when they come to your website and come back to Facebook, you can retarget them. And it doesn't even matter if they're logged into Facebook. It will remember, and the next time they come back to Facebook, they'll see an ad that is related to the product or service or article or whatever it is that they read on your website. This is fantastic. These are the hottest people you can possibly get, okay? So this is what we want to be doing inside of Facebook. Have the pixel on your website. We do a video that answers a question. We further educate people by sending them to our website to read a blog post. We've got a pixel on that. That we can then come back and retarget people, which is where we go into the decision stage, right? So they have a problem, They've now seen you, and you've been answering their questions. You've been providing solutions to their questions. You've now been educating them more. You've been giving them so much free stuff. You've been you know their fears, you know their frustrations. You've been there for them. You've been guiding them. They've been, and so on. They feel like they know and trust you by now. Okay, so now it comes to making the decision, and it really is quite clear for them. Okay, but they just need to be pushed that little bit further. The worst thing you can do is not ask for the sale after you've warmed people up. I've seen this done time and time again. So you've educated them, you've answered their questions, you've been there guiding them all the way, and then it'll almost be like, being a tour guide about to take someone to the Eiffel Tower. Just decided to use that for some reason, okay. And you've taken them all through the streets of Paris, and then you leave them just before you get there. And then another tour guide comes along and takes them up there, and they're like, and they get the photos with the tour guide and say how amazing they are, right? And pay that one. It's the same thing. And it's amazing. I see people do it all the time. All the time. They will be there, they've almost got it, and then they freak out and don't ask for the sale. This is the decision stage. So how do we do that in our funnel? Well, we create ads that clearly focus on the sale, clear call to actions, clear however you can get them across the line. So since they've come that far, they are ready for you to make an offer. You'd be doing 100% disservice if you didn't. So you then want to run a retargeting or sales campaign to those people to get them to take action. You also want to be sending out, emails to get them to take action, SMSs to be getting them to take action, calling, getting on the phone. This is one of the most underused thing that business owners don't do this, right? I'd love to ask you, how many times have you picked up a phone and called your potential clients to get them across the line? How many times? Everyone is too scared to, okay? Because everyone's too scared to, if you do, or you get some really cool salespeople to, or an AI bot to nowadays, right? We've got full AI sales agents that is a bot, and a bot doesn't care if someone says no, right? So they keep going, best sales agents ever. But getting on the phone and calling, you get that sale. Give that a go. I'd love to know, do you pick up the phone and call your clients? They're ready to buy, or potential clients, they are ready to buy. Because once we've done everything else, we've, provided the solution, we've educated a bit more, we might have given some freebies and so on, and they've given us their phone number, get on the phone and call. In fact, actually, just recently, I love to sign up to lists. That's one of my best research ever. I sign up to lists. I also buy stuff as well to see what the sales funnels and things are like, see what other people are doing and so on. But I love when I sign up to things. And there was one particular one recently where I signed up to a webinar, and you needed the email address and phone number. And then they called me within 5 minutes after I'd signed up to ask me why I'd registered, what I was after, and they just nurtured me more. And I was shocked. I have never had that happen. In fact, this is a little special trick or special hack for anyone holding events. If you get the phone number, call them when they register for your event, or just afterwards, or get someone to. Your turn-up rates will be better, and when those people turn up to your event, they will be so much warmer and ready to buy, okay? So make offers. Now, with the making offers side, so, where they're at the decision stage and they've picked you. You've run an ad, they've seen your ad, they know who that you are, they click on the ad, they come to your landing page. And then you don't have anything in an order where they can find them, or you have multiple different offers in the landing page, okay? Make sure that your landing pages, so a landing page is a page that someone lands on that has an offer, one purpose per page offer. So if your ad is, I am getting someone to book an appointment, for their back if you're a, chiropractor, and you've nurtured them all the way, and you've said, listen, this is why you need to come to me because I do this special technique, blah, blah, blah. Hey, come book your call. They push a button, they come to your landing page, and you have multiple different other things and that they can do on it. They will navigate away. Or if it's too difficult for them to find what they're meant to do, they'll navigate away. Make sure your landing page is optimized. A landing page needs to have a compelling headline, a good subhead, identify what the problem is, what the solution is, the social proof, and then call to action, and then more social proof. So compelling headline or hook, subheadline, identify what the problem is. Then you stab the knife in a little bit further and really future pace. If you don't do this now, what will your life be like? Make the problem even worse, right? Make it bigger for them. And then go, well, hey, listen, I'm the solution. And they've been following you all the way through. They go, yes, we know you're the solution. You've been educating us. You've been showing us and so on. So I'm the solution. Here's why. And don't just take my word for it. Here's all the other people that believe, have used my product or service and have found it amazing. These are the results that they've got here. And then you have the call to action. Okay. So make sure your landing page is fully optimized. Otherwise you will lose people. And I don't know how many times I click through to ads and I'll come to landing pages that broken links, not mobile optimized. Okay. Make sure your landing page is mobile optimized. Check it on your desktop, check it on your mobile. 90% of people that are coming to your website are on their mobile phones. If they come to your website and they're having to scroll all the way around, and then you're going to lose them. Okay, so nowadays most websites should be mobile optimized, but you'll be surprised how many aren't. And in fact, with that, make sure that you have Google Analytics on your website, Facebook Pixel on your website, and a heat mapping software so you can track what people do on your website. There's one called Hotjar. So Hotjar will just tell you what people do on your website. It just helps conversion. It's, you've built the relationship, you've got taken them through the where, you've built the engagement, you've taken them to the desire stage, that you've taken them to where they want to purchase from you. You then want to make sure that there is no way you're going to lose them, right, by having a poor customer or buying journey. And I encourage people all the time to go through your own funnel, right? Yourself. Go through it yourself. Take notes on the way through. You can also become banner blind to it though. So if you've built out your funnel and you've built out the whole lot, quite often you might not see what others can see, but go through it yourself and then get other people to go through it and give you their opinions on it as well. Make sure when you're doing that you get people that know what they're talking about. Don't just grab a nice, well-meaning family friend and whatever else that might not have your best interest because they might not give you the best advice, okay? So make sure it's someone that knows what they're doing when they're going through your funnel and testing it as well. So some of the things that work really well in terms of the whole funnel is getting people to interact with your business in multiple different ways. So someone purchases your stuff. You want to get them into a Facebook group. You want to make sure that you are nurturing them through your database. You want to make sure that they are giving you reviews. Encourage reviews, encourage feedback, give rewards for people that give feedback. Always be getting testimonials. Video testimonials are the best. The issue is it's really hard to get people to actually give you video testimonials. If you are sending out messages saying, hey, listen, I'd love a video testimonial, you'll never get one back, okay? You've actually got to go and capture people. Even if, here's something that might be worth you doing. It depends on the price of your product or service, but something you might want to think of doing to get a video testimonial is going to a client, going and visiting them with your camera and interviewing them, right? If it's worth it. I can tell you now, I've had testimonials that have made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's worth me hopping on a plane, going and visiting that client, taking them out for lunch, feeding them a couple of wines, and then filming a testimonial, right? Actually, that's a pro tip. Feed them wine before they give you testimonials on a video. It makes it a lot easier for them. So yeah, but if you can't get a video testimonial, listen, the other way to do it is to get them to tell you what they liked about your product and service, what results they got from your product and service, what the problem was beforehand, and how you were able to be the solution, and what are the results and tangible results and great results, okay? Not, oh, it was nice and, it felt really good. No, we want some really good tangible results, okay? So it's really good to interview them, take down those notes, and then write it for them, and then send it to them and say, is this okay? All right? So if you want testimonials and clients are happy, but they're too scared to give you them, then do it for them, send it to them, and get it approved. And sometimes what I do is I just tell stories. I'll go, hey, listen, and from real clients that are too scared to give testimonials, I will do things like, hey, listen, I was speaking to Sharon the other day, and Sharon told me how she was able to use one of my strategies and in 2 weeks made an extra $15,000 in sales that she wouldn't have made otherwise. And here's what she did, and here's where her problems beforehand, here's what we did, and and so on. So that's typically what I would do in telling in a video if I was doing one for a client, okay, if they're too shy to do it. So one of the things that you should be doing is you should always be optimizing your sales or marketing funnel. And the only way to optimize it and to know and to make it perform at its very best is to actually know your metrics, okay? So you should be always looking at your conversion metrics, your Facebook ad metrics, and the right metrics, that is. I've actually done a whole episode on the exact metrics that you should be looking at. Make sure that you go back and have a look at that. I'll put the link in the show notes to that particular episode. But look at the right Facebook metrics, look at your Google Analytics, see what you can improve, okay? And the other thing that you should be doing is split testing. Always be split testing everything, okay? But when it comes in a split test is you've got a campaign or a landing page and you want to split test it against B campaign or B landing page. Inside Facebook, you can A/B split test, okay? So you should be split testing your ad campaigns, ad creative, ad hooks, ad images, but never use the A/B split test function in Facebook ads. Here's why. The A/B split test function in Facebook ads, once it's finished running, you can't run that campaign again, okay? So you do the A/B split test inside of Facebook, it picks the winner, but then you have to go out and do a brand new campaign to be able to run that winning ad, right? So you've lost all the data. You've got to start the data again. Don't use it. Facebook puts things in the way. I don't know why they do it. They just do. Have you guys found the A/B split testing function frustrating if you have been using it? So how I split test instead is I run a campaign. I have an ad set with an audience or multiple audiences. Inside the audience or ad sets, I have my different ads in there, and that's how I split test. I'll have image 1, image 2, image 3, video 1 in one ad set. And then I will pick the winner, and then I'll keep split testing that way. So do not use the A/B split testing function. Split test manually inside the campaign instead, okay? And we're split testing creatives, images versus videos, different types of images. We're split testing targeting, different types of audiences. We're split testing calls to action, even right down to if you are sending someone to a page, do you want to do a learn more or a shop now or a, any of those sort of call to actions inside of Facebook, split test those, split test hooks as well. One hook that might work for one might not work for another. So those are the different things, but start small. The first thing you want to split test is probably images. That's what I typically split test, and then I go on to copy, hooks, and so on. I hope this episode has helped you understand a really basic funnel, understand your potential clients' buying behavior, where they're actually at, because if you are trying to run sales campaigns, direct sales campaigns to get someone to buy, and they're only at the top of the funnel in awareness, right? They haven't built the trust yet, then you're going to waste a lot of money. So understanding the funnel, understanding it's not actually that complicated, to be honest, means that you will get more sales and it'll cost you a lot less. Thank you for joining me. If this episode helped you get your business one step closer to the top of your niche, then I'd love your support with a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform too. Don't let your journey end here. Connect with me and my community of like-minded female entrepreneurs at Kerry Fitzgibbon on social platforms. I look forward to helping you build your business.